Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Taken in there by James Washington. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. There he goes inside the 30. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Okay, ready? 43 is the mic. Hey, Charlie. 43 is the mic.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, high 7. 43 is the mic. I got it. 43 is the mic. Go.
From the 24, Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, exit.
On third down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Kirk now, the return man. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Murray now on first down. To the right side and complete to Washington. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready. 52.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Open man is Kirk, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. A little juke. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones caught right side, Tate. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bravo! 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Protein spill. Hey! I got him. Go! 43 is the fight.
Now Jones. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Hey, foxtrot. Snap.
Jones keeps it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's put that team on a buck.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray, and he rifles one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Here we go. Touchdown. Watch tight end. Tight right.
1st down, Murray. And that is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Let's get it.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Push him back. Check.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Arizona.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 22. Check. Cover. 22. Check. Cover.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cardinals go to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing it on 3rd and long. Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's brought in left side by Tate. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set, 8, read. Be a long day for you. Hey, wahoo! 43's the mic. 42.
Throwing on first down. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 28-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, Echo.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Check tight end, check tight.
Blue draw Corker.
Check.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
43 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby.
Here's Gallman. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Get that quarterback. And all. Shoot.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Check, 43. So don't say nothing.
5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball. 43 is the mic.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Gallman. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You're not ready. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Watch tight end.
6'6", pull it high.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, zoom.
Alert 3.
Go.
43 is the mic.
Zoom.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Wayne Goldman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Murray. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, giving different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray from midfield. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Complete to Washington. The ball comes out.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready, ready.
March 42.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, Charlie, go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, high 7. 43.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. To the right side and complete to Washington. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Check 31, check 31. Check 99.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Murray again. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. B.J. Goodson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Tackles.
Hey, exit.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Danny.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Daniels. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Smooth. 22 jump off 5.
Jones on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jones now. Off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bravo.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones buying time to his left. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Murray to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Let's go.
23 yards, the final tally. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
You got take. You got take.
To throw is Murray. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Murray. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Back to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's back to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw, Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
You see it all day.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gators.
43. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after.